If you're looking for a delicious, healthy, and simple dinner recipe, look no further. This is one of those dishes that's packed with flavor, very few ingredients, really healthy, and feeds a crowd. I'm Allie, the founder of Haven's Kitchen, and we're gonna be making this really super simple roasted Brussels and salmon with our edamame green goddess. That's it, that's the recipe. It's super easy. You basically toss your Brussels sprouts with olive oil, you get them a little bit nice and tender and crispy, lay the salmon on top, load it up with our edamame green goddess, put it back in the oven, let that cook, and dinner is done. Obviously, the star of this show is the edamame green goddess sauce. It's kind of herby, it's edamame, it's got a hit of serrano pepper, a little apple cider vinegar, some basil, some mint, all of that like herby, delicious flavor you need. But green goddess can be a little heavy, and if you're trying to avoid dairy, this is the sauce for you. You can find it on our website and buy it directly from us, or just use the store locator and type in your zip code, and we're at a bunch of stores around the country. So all you really need for this recipe is a sheet pan. We're actually using a half sheet pan because we're not making a very big amount. I like to put a piece of parchment paper to coat the sheet pan. Basically, it helps conduct heat a little bit, but it also saves you a lot of cleanup at the end of dinner. We're gonna be using tongs just to sort of toss everything, a bowl that's big enough to hold your Brussels sprouts, and that's it. Before we really dig into the cooking, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our recipe videos. So basically, I've cut my Brussels sprouts in half. If there's any kind of like nubbiness on the ends, I've trimmed them. I'm gonna toss them with like a glug of olive oil and a little bit of salt, and just get them all coated with the olive oil. You basically just want to give them like a nice little coat so that they get crispy on the edges. I love when you end up with these like little leaves and they get kind of crunchy around the sides. And then all we're gonna do is load it into the sheet pan. So one of the things you're gonna hear me talk about a lot when I teach is that this is not gonna get you crispy, yummy Brussels sprouts. This is gonna get you steamed gray Brussels sprouts. So, tricks to roasting: super hot oven, like really, really hot. Give it like 20 minutes to get all the way up to temperature, like 425. And then it's worth taking literally extra like 10 seconds to just flip these around so that most of the surface area of the Brussels sprout is directly touching the parchment paper, and you really want them spread out. You're basically gonna be making like a bed for your salmon with the Brussels sprouts. So spread them out, give them lots of like area around them to get all of that high, hot heat to circulate, and you will never have soggy, sad Brussels sprouts again. So I'm gonna let the Brussels sprouts roast for like 15 minutes. They're gonna get crispy around the edges. They're gonna start to get tender, and I'm gonna get my salmon ready. This is one of those dinners that my whole family loves. And I have a lot of different kids with a lot of different sort of food preferences and things they like to eat and things they don't like to eat at different times. So this is one that sort of pleases everyone. I'm just gonna really load up the edamame green goddess on the salmon. So we're not gonna be adding a lot of sauce after we take out the salmon, so we're gonna put it kind of all on now and let it absorb, and while it's cooking, and some of that juice is gonna go into the Brussels sprouts, and so it's gonna be like herby and crispy and salmony and delicious. All right. Perfect. So we've basically gotten them like mostly cooked. You can see that they're nice and crispy. They're all spread out. We've got some crispy little leaves. And now I'm just gonna take the salmon, and a big shout out, thank you to Butcher Box for this beautiful Atlantic red sockeye salmon. So that's it. You can see I'm basically just like laying the salmon on top of my bed of Brussels sprouts. If I lost a little sauce along the way, I'm just gonna add it on. Don't want to waste it. It's like liquid gold, people. And what's really cool is like the edamame kind of creates this sort of like nutty, I don't know, delicious sort of crust in a way, even though obviously it's not nuts. And there's just like all these little herbs in there and little, you know, pops of flavor. So I'm gonna put this back in the oven, give it another 10-15 minutes, and then we'll be all done. So I don't know if you noticed how quick and easy that was, but basically all of our sauces are designed to just save you a ton of work, whether it's like chopping or blending or roasting, even buying ingredients and not knowing exactly what to do with them. We totally believe that the sauce makes the meal, and we like to get you there really quickly. Yep, looking good. Yum. Perfect. So super easy, serves, you know, 3, maybe 4 people really easily, hardly any work, just a few ingredients. Great weeknight meal, feeds the whole family. As always, thank you so much for watching and cooking with us. Feel free to comment below. We love all your questions. We love your comments. We're just super happy to help you cook happy.